Hello everybody, Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, and in this RPG Maker MV tutorial I'm going to show you how to somewhat replicate the Chrono Trigger's dual tech system. So first I'm going to show you the plugin, and then I'm going to show you how to use it and where to get it. I'll put a link in the description below so you can get that. So you can see at the top here we have, or at the bottom we have dual, fusion, barrage, and on the right side, the bottom right side, you see a picture of Drifty, and then 7 TP, and then a blank space, and 30 MP. So if you don't use the Icons.js that we're going to make, and I'm going to show you how to make it, then it would say the name of each character here. So it would say Drifty 7 TP, Mia 30 MP. So this is basically going to combine the stats from Drifty's attack and Mia's magic attack to deal massive damage and create like a dual tech thing. I'm also using the fast forward script to make the animation play faster by holding the activation button. So as you can see, we started with full TP and full MP, and Mia's consumed 30 MP and Drifty's consumed 7 TP. So the first thing you're going to do once you've got the plugin in your JS plugins folder is you're going to go to J's Dual Tech and check out the help file, because just skimming over this, even if you don't read it all, it's going to help you understand how everything works. But I'm going to go through with you and show you how to do everything you need to do. So you've got the plugin installed and it's on and it's activated. Now you need to make a skill. So how you do that is you just do it like any other skill. Call it something that would stand out, like DT or Dual Tech, or whatever. You can come up with more creative things than I can. Give it an icon, give it a description, specify all the skill types. You've done all this several times, I'm sure. Animation, you can give it a custom animation. Message, up to you. If you want it to require a weapon type, you can. Damage formula, most of the time you'll probably be using a damage formula. So let's look at the damage formula. You may be noticing something different about this one. For example, instead of A dot and B dot, you're probably noticing C dot attack, D dot magic attack. What's that stuff? So at the beginning of this, I'm calling on variables. In your game, you probably won't be using these variables, so you can ignore that. But let's look at the second part of this damage formula. So C dot is specifying the person who's initiating the dual tech. In this case, it's going to be Drifty. So this is accessing Drifty's attack power, multiplying it by 4, and adding D is the person, the character or actor who is assisting in this skill. So C is Drifty's attack power, and D is Mia's magic attack power, and B will always be the target. You could also use A. A is also going to be applicable here, but just to specify in dual tech, C dot and D dot work fine. Variance and critical, up to you. Effects, up to you. What you have to do is apply a note tag to the box of this skill. So you're going to put in brackets, capital D on dual, colon, and then you're going to put in a number. This first number is going to specify what actor. So in this case, it's going to be Drifty. So we're saying 17, actor number 17. So we're saying actor number 17, comma, and then we're saying they have to have this skill in order to do the dual tech. So in this case, the second operand, the second thing, you can just put the name of the skill, or you can put the number of the skill. So if I were to put, let's find InPay. So if I were to put 167 in that second slot, it would work the same as if I typed InPay. I don't think if you put the name of the actor it works, but it does work for the skills. So Fusion Hammer, I could put in the number, I think it's 170 or something, but I just thought it would be easier to look at if you see the skill's name, since it works that way. And then you're going to close it off with that bracket. All of this other stuff is action sequence stuff so that it looks flashy, but you don't need to do that to do a dual tech skill. You would probably want to give it a pretty cool animation though. So once you've done that, you're done with the skills section. Then you need to create your JavaScript file. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your game, open folder, and then you're going to go into your system, I'm sorry, not system, you're going to go into your JS folder, and then you're going to right click and then go insert new text document. You're going to call this one icons .js, and you're going to leave the .txt on it. I think it would be icon or icons. Yeah, no, it's icons. So call it icons.js.txt. Now we're going to edit that, and we're going to type in actor.prototype.icon space equals function. Going to open up with a brace. You can hit tab if you want to, or just use some spaces. This.actor meta.icon. Return number this.actor meta.icon end line. Then you're going to else return 0. So that's, let me double check this with something I have over here. I'm also going to put this in the description below, and I might even put it in a text file or something in case you don't want to type it out or if there's any errors in this. But it looks right. It looks good. Okay, once you're done with that, you're going to hit File, Save. And then you're going to right click and rename that. So you're going to get rid of the extension, but you're going to keep the JavaScript. So now we're renaming it and changing its file format to a JavaScript. Then you're going to drag and drop that into your plugins folder. I've already done that. But once you've done that, you've created the icons. So it's going to get rid of the names on next to the TP and the MP costs, or HP if you're using another. But then you're going to find that, it'll probably be at the bottom, and then you're going to add that. And you notice we don't have any help files because it's a really, really simple and terrible plugin, but it works. It's going to let you add icons. So now let's do the icon part. So you're going to have to add a face graphic to your icon set. So before you start messing with your icon set, a good thing to do is to go into your image system and then just right click and copy your icon set. Where is it? Here it is. Iconset.png. Just copy it and paste it so you have a backup of it just in case you mess it up or something and accidentally save that. That way you don't go through trouble having to create a new project just for that one PNG file. Once you've opened up your software, you could do this in Paint, so it's not that complicated. I don't know if you can transform in Paint, but I know you can do it in GIMP. So you're going to basically open up another file. You're going to open up the face set that you want for that actor. So we have Drifties already, but I need to get Mia's. So we're going to select, get the selector tool, and we're going to left click the top left and drag to the bottom right, and select the frame that you want to be in the icon set. So then we're going to right click it, and then we're going to go free transform. We could also go to edit and do that as well. And then we're going to drag it up until we get 0.85 centimeters on the width and the height. So we're at 0.85 width. Let's bring it down a little bit. It would work 0.87. That's fine. But you want to go for 0.85. Once you've got that 0.85 width and 0.85 height, you're going to select the check mark in Photoshop that commits to that. Then you're going to hold down the control button and press the C button. So you're going to copy it. And then you're going to go over to your icon set and you're going to select where you want to put that. So I have a nice picture of a seashell over here somewhere. In the bottom, I don't need this one because I have another one right here. I like this one better, and I'll probably use this seashell. So I'm going to replace this seashell icon, left click at the top left of that, and drag to the bottom right. If it's hard to see and you can't see it, hold down the control button and press plus, and you can zoom in, and you can zoom in even more. So you can get the exact spot you want it to be in. Let's say I want it to be right over here. Don't want to overwrite the coin one though, so we want to be kind of right on the line. And then we're going to press Control V. Now you notice we still have that in the background. So what I want to do is use the Paintbrush tool. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Undo that. Undo, let's step backwards. Okay, now we have it selected. We're gonna paintbrush just what we have selected to white out everything. Now we're gonna paste over that. I like that a lot better. So once we're done with that, we're gonna hit File, and then we're gonna save. Now it's gonna try to save it as a PSD file, which RPG Maker MV can't read. So we're gonna have to go down and select a PNG file. And then it's going to say, are you sure you wanna overwrite? And if you're happy with your changes, go ahead and overwrite, because we also made a backup copy. So even if we don't like this later on, we can always use the backup copy. We're gonna go interlaced in the slow, smallest compression, hit OK on that. And we're done there. So what we have to do is take note of what icon that is. I think it's 315, but if you're not sure what icon that is, all you gotta do is select any item, double click on the items, and you can see that the item that it's selected right here is 250. So if I click down here, this is icon 315, 316, 317. So we know that the icon for Mia is 315. So we're gonna hit cancel because we don't want to change the scale to Mia's face. But what we need to do is go over to actors, and now we have to put a note tag. We're gonna put icon, :space, 315 for Mia's actor icon. Let's find her. Put that right there, we'll paste that. Instead of 316, she is now 315. We're gonna apply the changes, and we're gonna hit OK. And now let's take a look at our game and make sure that her picture is working correctly. Make sure our script is working correctly. So we should see Mia's picture now. When I use this, there we go. So now we can see Mia's picture is right there to signify that it's her magic points that are being consumed and it's Drifty's tech points. So that's probably going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep your comments coming, and if you have questions, put them in the comments below. If you have special requests, let me know and I'll try to make a video for you. I always like learning from you guys because you ask me questions that I have to think about and research, and then so I learn from you guys. So thank you. Thank you for teaching me, and thank you for watching this video. Remember to like, favorite, share, subscribe if you want more content like this. It really lets me know that you're interested in this sort of thing, and it drives me to continue. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.